What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. It's the 16th of December 2024. We're going to do the vendor reset. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. We're at the base of operations, starting off pretty good actually. There's a 0 Fs with crit chance on it. Could be crit chance, crit damage if you want to keep the blue. Perfectly unbreakable, probably good for a PvP piece as well. Everything else is garbage though, so let's move on. Checking out the clan vendor. There's a boomstick if you really want one. Needs some work though. The swap speed would need to go and the shotgun damage is low. Hardwired gloves, foundry, bulwark, holster and a tip of the spear chest piece. There is also an Heraldi holster with weapon handling, so this could quite easily be weapon handling headshot damage for some kind of sniper build. That's alright. There's some China light knees with status effect and repair skills already on if you're going for perhaps status effects build with 3-piece China. Not that that's the best way of doing it, but it's obviously a possibility. There is also an 11% protection from elite mod if you missed the 12s the other day. I mean, it's not 12, it's not 13, but it's better than most. Let's move on. Countdown vendor's not worth bothering with. There's an invisible hand, a crappy cookbook, and a crappy matador. Let's move on. Checking out the theatre. There's a mop that's alright. If you want one, change and sync to something decent. There's some China gloves with skill haste, so these would work for any kind of build that you're doing skill wise, so pretty good. There's also some Bellstone knees with armor regen roll, perhaps doing some kind of armor regen tank build. That would work. Everything else is garbage. Let's move on. We're at the castle. Everything's really bad, so we're just going to move on. Alright, so we're at the campus. There's a new reliable if you want one. There's a Grupo mask which is decent. It's got a headshot and crit chance on, so you could go crit chance, crit damage with this really easily. There's a China holster that's got status effects. Again, if for some reason you're using China for status effects, you can do that. Everything else trash. Let's move on. DZ West has not got a lot going on. There's a harmony that needs a lot of work. There's some hardwired gloves, negotiator's knees. Everything else garbage. Just double check these. Yep, garbage. Let's move on. DZ East doesn't get much better. There's a Night Watcher again. Surprise, surprise. There's a True Patriot mask, but it's not really going to be much good because it's yellow and blue. That's pretty bad. A Future Initiative holster with skill haste. Everything else is garbage. There is a Jarl with headshot and weapon handling if you really want one, but it's garbage. Let's move on. DZ South is pretty rubbish as well. There's a Grudge if you really need one to change the critical hit damage. There's a Cetar with damage target out of cover. An Umbra Initiative backpack. And a hard-wired chest piece. Everything else garbage. Let's move on. Checking out Haven. Not very good here. There is a Negev with Frenzy on. You can get rid of the stability, perhaps for damage to armor or damage to health, depending on what you're doing. And that's okay. There is a Wyvern backpack also with status effects and skill haste. Get rid of Bloodsucker for something more useful. That's going to be it though. Let's move on. What's up, Bob? Who's a good boy? Looking to Roy to save us. He is not doing today. The best he's got is probably these Heraldi gloves with weapon handling on, but you would probably use other gloves or Heraldi somewhere else, so they're not great either. That's going to be it. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Sorry it was late. Shout out Roy's mum, shout out Roy's dad, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, agents. Goodbye.